Yeah. Welcome to Unclicked. Albert's got to talk.
I do got to talk.
We are going to do, I'm sorry for the massive break. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's almost been like 2 months since we did a podcast, but we got Kole Voelker here. We got Albert Mercado subbing in. Mm-hmm. Wanted to do a little in-between episode, just talk about Battle of Hastings and NORA Cup. And it's already towards the end of the month, so we'll do August and September recap. We actually missed the news for the first time in like 2 years last month. It was just didn't work.
It's like the second time since we started those things.
I feel like the first time, honestly, but I was like, oh, we'll fly to England and I'll just set up a camera at the Airbnb and we'll do it. And like, we got there and I was like, I'm not even talking about that. Didn't even tell it to anybody.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, I set that goal in my head and I'm not going to say that out loud until it's like we get there. I'm like, zombied. Not going to happen. So, 9th annual Battle of Hastings went down. Kole's first trip out of America, besides Mexico, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, never been to Mexico.
What?
Yeah. Never been anywhere. That was it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. First time over there. Long flight. Almost got hit by the cars leaving the hotel. Every time I just would look the wrong way, and that was really the only thing that was different. But
crossing the street to the source. Yeah, every time.
I just look both ways, and then I look both ways again. But it'll get you.
I feel so crazy doing that.
Yeah.
Like I just still feel like I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah. Especially on a bike. Like that's when it got weird. When you're like naturally you're riding a bike and you're just like know what's about to happen, and then you're just like got to double check, and I'd like stop and just wait for the locals to cross because I'm like I don't even know what to do. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. And that's your first like major contest.
Yeah.
So
that was my first time out there, and it was super cool. Glad that Jason invited me, and he told me how he told me was like, yo, this is like the most laid back thing ever, and it was super chill and just a good time. Everyone on the deck is just like just makes it easy. No pressure really. Just have fun.
I think, I feel like I've been to every Battle of Hastings. You've been quite a few. So
four.
That's why I wanted you to come on this one because it was like, it was brand new. Yeah, you've ridden some events. Not like necessarily like X Games stuff like that, but it's confusing for people because they're like, when's practice?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's from 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. And
then the next day the event doesn't start till 4 or 6 or something.
Late.
So you just practice all the time.
You don't have to wake up. Just hang out, super chill, get unlimited practice. And everyone who rides the contest is pretty much everyone there has been in the contest before, so they already have their lines down and ideas and stuff. So for me to be like fresh, it was just like
you were one
wide
of few
open
in like the early practice like sessions. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Shout out to Ike.
Yeah,
took a hard fall right beforehand. He wasn't riding the event, anyways. It was the year of the weird falls, the weird injuries.
It was,
because Victor got his bike bounced up and broke his jaw.
Celebration,
and then
tore his lip wide open.
The Ben Winters dude, he did like a flare 180 over in the Plaza.
Yeah.
Turned around and broke his collarbone on the pillar.
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then Corey Walsh.
Oh, and Sam Jones too.
Yeah. Sam Jones on a G-turn on a box.
On a box, like that's terrible. And then Jason did the alley. And he just like just hurt his lower back.
Like,
scared me so
because of Grant.
Yeah, Corey Walsh, like you said, shoulder.
He did it turn down over the box, and his shoulder popped out when he landed.
Yeah.
So it was definitely...
That is a lot when you stack them up like that.
And all weird crashes, like nothing really that major. Like the bike flip was the gnarliest thing ever over the box backwards, and then he just ghost rides the bike to party.
Just
and
a hype.
Blows his face
Ike's was just carving a corner, right?
Yeah, and when you see that kid ride that course, it was like, man, he's a winner. Like, he's going to win something.
Yeah.
It was terrible not to see him in the contest because he won practice. Like, the days I saw him ride, I was like, nobody's riding it like you, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's always... I remember, I think Parker Heath that went there, and it actually didn't work out for him, but the like kind of the unspoken thing is like, hey, if you want to ride Battle of Hastings, just go and hang out and let it be known that you're available to ride. Like, because it happens every year. Obviously, like, people are like, oh, I'm too beat up or whatever. So but it was cool to see a lot of new faces like Killian Reichmeyer, Marcel, obviously, you, Joe Foley was there. That was new.
The dude on Trey's team.
Yeah. Seamus. Seamus
So
isn't
sick.
new, but he's fucking awesome. It sucked that he was his knee was hurt. One of the most like incredible bike riders that I think most people don't know.
Yeah, that was my first time being around him, and it was sick. I was like, this guy he's a crowd favorite somehow. Like people just were loving him, and he was just
I mean, the downside hand plant was like one of the first major things at the contest.
Yeah,
it was so sick.
So you guys, Plaza Sessions was the first thing, even though we just glanced over it. So that's your team right there.
Yep. Team party.
Plaza Sessions, first time back, right? And it's been like, how many years has it been since you would know more?
No, I wasn't.
Like three, I think like 3 or 4. I feel like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. So they used to be an hour long, and then so this year they did it a half hour.
Yep.
And it was live stream.
Yep.
And then they put Garrett and Jarvis first.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Just scared the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah,
basically.
It was.
Yeah, like everyone's sitting there watching too, and when you're in there, everyone's watching your every move. Like, and especially the later you go, the drunker everyone is too. It's like,
you were sweating it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was super, super nervous because I just didn't know what to expect. And then once we got in there, instantly, like Jason and Ryan, as you can see in it, we were just having the most fun and totally forgot we were even like live streaming or anything. And what George was like eyeing up and stuff was so gnarly. Like George is one of the most creative, gnarly riders, so he made it super chill on me too because I knew he was like gonna do something to blow the internet up. So.
Fudger mentioned to me that you were nervous, and then later on I was watching the live stream. I was like, no, you're just not nervous. Right like, you're just landing everything first try, pretty much.
Thank you, yeah. Had to definitely shut my brain off a little because my palms were just soaked the whole time. I just couldn't get it out of my head. I was
that and like 100% humidity.
Yeah, inside there. It's so gnarly.
It was, it does. It does tend to just permeate everything.
And I'm just watching, and I'm just like sweating. So like, imagine riding.
Yeah, and I'm like
in the contest,
super hot over like no matter like always. Even here, I get super super hot. So there, I was like dying. My helmet never dried too the whole weekend because I left my bike and helmet there. So
the first one of the first things you did, I don't know how you did like the 180 whip, but your front wheel hit the pillar.
Oh yeah, I 180 whipped that. I wasn't even planning on doing that. I didn't really know what I was gonna do in it. I just did it last second, and it hit in the middle of the whip, and I still landed it. I was so stoked.
If I can get this time code, is this it?
Yeah, I think this is it. Oh no, that was just the alley-oop.
Did you do it after that?
Yeah, I think I did it after, because I kind of wanted to try to transfer it to the swatch wall, but I couldn't get the speed for it.
That's the thing too, is that place it's awesome, but it is packed full of stuff. So
it is so hard to but it's so much more fun in real life. Like when you see it on video, it looks fun. Yeah. And then I got in there, like I went and rode the main park, and once I got in this plaza, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah,
it's kind of like home turf too, because like San Diego we have a lot of stuff like this.
Exactly, a little lower,
but safer. Not like. Jarvis, I was thinking about it. I was like, Jarvis and Garrett definitely rode the very first plaza, and probably every plaza since then. You know,
yeah.
Oh, there it was.
It hit the front wheel. It tapped the wall, or that pillar. Accidental, cool bonus.
Of a legend.
Yeah,
that didn't throw you off at all.
It did. It kind of kicked it. That's why I was so tripping when I landed.
Yeah, not nervous at all.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't nervous. We're having so much fun before.
So did you watch the other riders beforehand?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I ate some food, and we were all just sitting up there with Jason and having beers, just chilling. And yeah, it's just hard not to. And I'm sitting next to Boyd, and I'm like, yo, I want to do this. And he's like, oh, I was going to do that. And then he said something else, and I was like, oh, I was kind of thinking that too. I was like, I better be quiet about what I'm saying.
I heard, wasn't Jason's advice, like, just hopefully you ride before Boyd?
Yeah, that's what something. He said. Yeah. He's like, hopefully we just go before Boyd. That would be perfect.
I never really thought about your guys' style being like super close, but I guess it is. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, we look alike too, kind of on the bike, like both just way too big to be riding BMX bikes.
I wanted to get to George's flip. I didn't want to cut anybody off, but
the roof tap.
Yeah,
that was when he called that one out. I was like, whoa.
And then you did the flip to Smith as well.
Yeah. I tried to take a page out of George's book because we had that ramp chilling. Secretly, we didn't tell anyone that we knew where it was.
Yeah.
Jason went and grabbed it, and we had some fun with it. the over two.
The transition on like when you did the flip to Smith, that didn't bother you at all?
A little bit.
Where
did you think about it?
Where was it? Is that did you? That was one of the last things you did, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, it was after this. Okay. I think after the transfer, because I asked George, I was like, "Are you gonna do this, or can I take the lip?" Yeah, that was another thing about having Jason as our our guy.
Oh, he's already set.
He can do anything we wanted. Like he's like, we'll build an open loop because George is the open loop.
Yeah, king. It's funny because nobody else, at least from what I saw, nobody else was really moving that much stuff, and you guys were like drill out.
Yeah. Jason rolled in with the tools, and anything we wanted, he did with the hurt back too, lifting stuff up and. Oh yeah.
So half hour is did it run long or did it run?
Oh yeah, it was long. When you start getting tired, you look over and there's still 20 minutes left. You're like, better play it safe. But we were trying to play it safe by just doing as many tricks we can land at first. Like we kind of had a game plan, and then it just fell apart when we got in there. We just started going all over the place. Just
write a list down of stuff or something like
never
that.
Gonna work.
And what group were you?
Like we were 6, I believe.
6.
Yeah, pretty late.
Yeah,
or something.
So you saw everyone.
Everyone. Jesus. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was sweating them the most. That's for sure.
Pretty late their time, like 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when we went back to trying the 3 again. And
had he done the loop tap at this point?
I think so.
Okay.
Because
it's hard to. I mean, this was.
He's building speed here now. This is the big transfer. Yeah.
Yeah, that was after, right?
Yeah, I think it was. The only guy to put tire marks on the roof. The craziest tire marks ever.
I mean, that was wild.
Dude, that thing was huge. And it wasn't easy to get speed for. Like, it's hard to see in video, but, like, it's not a big area, and George made it happen.
And that's also, for the people that don't realize it, that's the monster ramp. Ramp. Yeah, it was Greg Illingworth we had 2 of them. So the other one's on the side of my house. My kid rides it, and then the other is at the Source Park for the last like 6 years or 7 years or something like that. So, what place did you guys end up getting?
4th, I believe. We qualified for finals, and that was just like that alone was everyone else in finals was all some of the biggest hitters. So it was so sick to be out there, and we got to go first. When you qualify last, you go first. So I was like, perfect. We don't have to think about anything. Just go do a run and grab a beer and watch everyone else. There it is. We go. That one was so scary. The first one is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Looks like he kind of pushed into it initially and then laid out.
I think he does one normal.
Yeah, that.
He did one before that, just a flip, and we were like, you got it. But he put in like a whole extra crank, it seemed like, and he just slams the roof. Both feet come off. I was like, he's done, and he pulled it. Like, such a good bike rider.
His air awareness is so dialed.
Unreal.
Like, I don't know. I feel like anybody else would fall flat.
Straight down to their head.
Straight down.
Like, you stop. Like,
but he's like, I'll just walk out of this one. It's fine.
Yeah, and he's smiling, does it like 5 seconds later. Doesn't even think about it. Now he knows he can do it, though. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me, we were rooming together, and he was just like, I want to do this. God. so gnarly. The last thing you want to do is hit something in the middle of a backflip.
I guess when you loop the world's biggest full pipe, this ain't shit.
Yeah, nothing scares him, obviously.
You know, the story, and I've heard it from 2 different sources, is that loop that he did is like Red Bull's like most successful, most viewed project, and it costs like the least.
Yeah, one little wood kicker.
Yeah, and it was like, and so he is like everybody in Austria like knows his name.
Yeah, he's got
like pull. This is the guy that did the most with the least. Yeah. Like, let's see, you know, like let's make sure that we appreciate him going forward.
That makes total sense. Didn't look like it took
which
much.
Is cool, which is awesome.
Yeah, all it took was George just going for it. Like,
perfect.
God, so sick.
That was both tires, right?
Yeah. It looks like both.
That last try looked like both tires.
I mean, I'm gonna do the whole. Oh no! What was the time code?
Yeah, I couldn't have asked to been on a better team too. It was
5 more minutes left.
So sick.
It's definitely like a bit of a.
The king of fun right there. Jason builds the ramps, rides the ramps, and parties and wins the after party every time. It's unreal.
It is insane how much he can do.
Yeah, truly. And he's like one of the sickest dudes ever too. Like,
Is that it?
I think I saw the photo and I saw how close your tire was, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't even notice that at first.
Oh,
barely got on.
Yeah,
but
amazing.
I'll take it. How sick is it,
Nyquist,
like out there?
Dude, with us,
MVP. Like, it's so cool. So cool rooming with him and George as well. Oh my God, he hit that one so hard. His tire bounces off.
Okay, the next try is the...
I feel like it was like I mean, we could get into that, but like the Nyquist thing was like formative for him. Like it meant a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I because I was hanging out with Jason quite a bit when he was doing the Claremont Park, and he was debating who's on his team.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna invite Nyquist.
Yeah.
And it feels like, you know, because Jason's competitive.
Yeah.
I think it was just back wheel. It was still crazy, though.
Yeah, either way. It's like the gnarliest.
Still insane. Jason's competitive.
Yeah.
And he wants to win.
Yeah.
But he also, like, he wants it to be fun.
Yeah.
And Nyquist does bring that, you know? Like,
he does, yeah.
And it definitely seemed like a bit of a wild card for in the sense of winning, but then, like, Nyquist is just like the fucking spirit animal of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he just came through and landed everything. When he was such, like, I don't know, I think I told you, he was such an inspiration to me growing up, watching him ride. And then watching it in real life, like, it was like sentimental to me. And then watching him like go up onto the top of the box jump and cheer, like you can see it means a lot to him too. It's like, damn, this is so cool.
Yeah, he thought about that.
Yeah.
Didn't he did a 7 Sui, like that's
first time ever.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever
and
done
then straight into a 5
maybe,
double
who
bar.
knows,
Like,
but
he did it back to back, like so, like super gnarly, like real tricks.
I think it was Sui 7 and then Sui 5, right?
No, 5 double. I'm pretty sure 5 double bar.
Double.
Okay,
is it in here?
I'm pretty sure that's because I remember rewatching it and I was like, "Are you serious? He just did that." And everyone was making like it was funny to watch like someone like Daniel Sandoval who's super dialed and watch him in person kind of like make a little bit of mistakes. Like he just kind of like a few things like slip ups. So I was like, whoa, this is my first time watching like a contest in real life. And like this, nobody's ridden this box before. This is the one time everyone's ridden it. So nobody can practice. You just got to show up and do it. Like, And Jack Clark did it. And REA's so sick. Like he's out there.
Doing rocket
doing different stuff.
Dude,
like
so cool.
I was so happy.
Rocket X to crank flip, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Whatever he was.
Nyquist had to love that.
Everything he was doing was so sick.
I don't know. Maybe it looked like kind of
kicked it last second, maybe.
Watching
but
Logan
then
Martin.
it goes REA and then Logan Martin behind him.
How insane is
like,
that?
So crazy. Rocket X. So
that was opposite triple whip, and I think he did opposite quad.
I think so.
God, that's crazy to think about. Typical Kevin. He was going for the 4-trick combo in that, wasn't he? He was doing like, I forgot what he was doing. And Mike Aiken's there. That's so sick.
Yeah, Sandoval is. I love Sandoval. I think he's fucking hilarious. He's definitely competitive. He definitely likes what he likes. But he is like down for the shit talk. Yeah,
just did a quad switch whip to Downey flare. Justin Dow was sick too. That was my first time hanging out with him, and I was like, him and I were getting along well. Boom.
Yeah, that was 4, right?
Yes, 4.
That was crazy.
One of my favorite tricks.
Yeah, Kevin, of course. People love Nyquist too. Look at Dovey, bro. The double flip is so gnarly.
There's so much that went down.
Yeah.
Dude, the Twix 3 is so crazy.
I mean, he wrenches those things too.
I like Seamus, the sickest. Boom. So gnarly how loud the beach got for like, that's so sick.
He's a machine.
Really, he is. Josh is too. He started doing tricks like he's see that like the bike control. You have to have the seat bounce a box backwards with no feet on. This is my first time watching Jack ride too. He was super.
He's been good for so long.
So sick, and the way he carves into his 9s is like the sickest looking thing.
Yeah, it's cool. So obviously, for the people that maybe didn't follow it, is that in the previous like 3 years they've done the rail jam, and that's kind of like gotten bigger and bigger. But then what's that? Oh yeah,
the mouth.
Terrible.
Yeah. Dude,
what was it? His peg? Has anyone slow moed?
I think his bar end.
It was it looked like his bar.
See it. There it is. Straight into what?
Sure.
straight into a 5-2. You're right. Albert was right.
Albert. See, I know. I edited this earlier. Yeah. I kind of cheated.
Yeah. But he did do a 540 double truck, I believe.
Yeah, he did. At
double
some point.
bar. It was so sick. Yeah, Jason.
That was a middle finger 3, right?
And here we go. More party. So sick.
They need to team up at every contest.
Every contest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's teamed. Just be together.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't see that. That was crazy. The big danger.
Is that what it's called?
Well, I don't know. I call it a big danger. Yeah, that's fucking sketchy.
So sketchy.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And he did it in a 3 too. Jason. Oh my God. Forgot about that.
He's so good.
He is. He's so dialed too.
There's
there it
is. There it is.
A 5 double bar.
Yeah, like that shit is like
that.
Man.
That is ridiculous.
I have to see both of those.
God, that was sick.
It didn't look like the box was big enough for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the previous years they did the rail jam. This is the first time they've done the box jam. No high air, no rail jam. Yeah. So I think, like talking to, I'll pause it for a bit, but like, it would have been sick to see Sandoval versus Dovey, and then who else am I blanking for high air that was there? Rim,
yeah.
And Corey was there too.
And Corey too. And as long as he had a runway this year, not last year,
pedaling through the doorway and all that.
Yeah. It would have been very, very cool to see those 3 dudes battle it out, because that's like all you need is Larry, and you have like the four corners of the best in the world going at it. Yeah, so
that would have been sick to watch.
It would have been awesome. Daniel at a point, he's like, "What the fuck? I thought there was high air," and I'm like, "No," and he's like, I was practicing.
Wow.
He was going.
Yeah, at his new house, he posted a photo. You see that one of his invert it's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how high it was.
Did you see the one clip of since he's right there? Let's see.
Oh, so much control. Like, how do you save that?
Pretty wild.
Rolls away perfect. He is a super good bike rider too. Watching.
What is that motocross trick? Kiss of Death.
Yeah,
like I guess. Like a dip 3
without
kiss
the
of death.
flip
He gets the extra guard, so it hits your wrist, so you can bring it back or whatever. Yeah. So,
Jesus.
But yeah, shout out to Sandoval. I always sing his praise. But yeah, so rail jam, no more, no high air. Who knows what they have in store for next year? But I think that's part of the game. Like you have a team event. It's a different dynamic. It's unique.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it fun. And you can tell that the fun is like reflected in the riding in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So
what would you like to see there on the beach next year?
I like the quarter pipe photos, of course. Like just the high air, just the raw high air is so sick on like, it looks like a skinnier quarter. It's just like, you can't beat that. Like,
I think the only thing they need is like just a fair runway, because people were in previous years, they started like maxing out the runway, not the quarter.
Yeah, because Larry has like the gnarliest pump in BMX. Like in my opinion, the way he can just pump a quarter is not fair. He goes as fast as everyone else, but then he goes double the height as everyone else. Yeah. He just like figured it out. So
Rim goes slower than everybody else.
Rim goes so slow.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks slow.
Yeah,
but I think he's going fast.
Maybe
I feel like he has
smooth.
It's like one of those things where it's like he has like lead in his bike. His bike is like weighs actually like 60 pounds. So then it just like he drops in and it just carries itself out of the quarter pipe.
It kind of looks like that in his riding style too. Like the way he bar spins, they are solid. Like there's no wiggle. He is just like the most solid.
Hey, dude, I mean, I've probably said it before, but the X Games Salt Lake, like Japan, he did a couple of things. X Games Salt Lake, he did a couple of flares and maybe a bar spin.
Really?
I was at every single minute of every single practice.
Really?
No tricks.
Yeah.
And then he did his contest run and fucking killed it.
Yeah.
It was so mind blowing to me because you have guys like Logan who they do the 15-second chunks.
Yep.
Here and here and here. You can see the segments, and then he starts to connect it and what he's gonna do, and it's like repeat. And you have Rim who's just like playing the video game in his head the entire time.
Yeah.
It's so fucked.
Just
that's cool.
Like learning the ramps, making sure everything's perfect.
Yeah, this is how I air the ramp. And he's like, all right. And then clock goes, and now I do upside down 3-bar spins.
Yeah.
You know,
height too, like super high.
Yeah. So, and then also new this year was the flat battle, 4-man. So kind of a warm up style event. There's talk of maybe doing more next year, but then there's also talk of like, it's already a long weekend, you know? So, I mean, maybe it would be eight dudes, but it's like condensed down or something because in the same amount of time, but make it like a more legit flat battle. But I think the dudes being a 4-man battle, it was super cool, and the venue
unbelievable.
Was
that
awesome.
venue was so sick.
Yeah, I was quite jealous of this venue. They didn't know it existed. I'm like, why?
Yeah. Sick.
Why have I been at that fucking theater?
Yeah.
For NORA Cup, which we'll get to, but
I mean, yeah, the theater looks cool.
The theater's all right. The other venue from like 4 years ago is way better, but that place closed down. So you get what you get.
I didn't go to this, but it looked awesome. I was editing.
Oh yes,
yeah.
You were in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And everything's walking distance from our hotel. That's the coolest thing for the people who have never been to one. Like, you don't need a car. I didn't get in a car once the whole time I was there. Like, just to get there and to leave. Like, actually, I left on a train. I didn't even leave in a car. It was crazy. So it was a trip to just walk to everywhere. Like, even where NORA Cup was, it was all just right down the street.
And it's not insanely expensive either. No, like I don't really consider Hastings to be overly expensive. You know, like the Airbnb that we get is like $1,200. It fits like 3 people. We had 3 bedrooms, $1,200 for 5 nights. Yeah, you know, like pretty damn good. And it was across the street. So
you guys were even closer to the skate park than us.
We were above Lacey.
Yeah, we were above Lacey. Awesome. Yeah, so if you are thinking about it, just it is feasible. It's not that crazy. So train from Heathrow, all that stuff. Yeah, you just got to make sure you get those tickets earlier. So because they do sell out.
And it's worth it to just go hang out at this. Like, there's a DJ and stuff like all day. Like, it's just a good
DJ,
it's just a good
there's
time.
A party every night.
Yeah,
there's in the food court and all that. There's events, and then ends with NORA Cup.
Yeah, and you get to watch dudes practice. Like, it's kind of cool to, like you said, Rim has a full on routine that like not a lot of people have. So it's cool to watch that live.
Yeah. So team event. Right. Yeah, with
I love that.
Plaza, box jump outside, and then you have the park session, which is like kind of the qualifying round type thing. So that's 2 dudes from each team, 2 dudes in the Plaza, 2 dudes at the box jump event, and then
best trick.
And best trick is another 2 dudes.
Yeah.
And then so all those scores combine to get you in the finals.
Yep.
Right.
You're right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to do a run if you make finals, which is nerve-wracking.
You're like, yay, we made finals.
Yeah, you made finals. Now you gotta ride.
If you're already gassed out after a full weekend of riding.
Yeah. Now the nerves are real high because that energy in there is. I mean, you hear it on video, but it's like times 1,000.
It's got to be motivating,
like,
as well as like a little nerve-wracking, but also like a couple hundred people upstairs cheering you on.
It makes you want to go for it for sure. But it can easily, like, when you're not used to that, people like it's loud in there. It's like you're in an arena.
And I love that it goes quiet. Like when people are trying shit, everybody's like so intense. It's like, this is cool.
They don't let you quit either.
Yeah,
that's the thing that sucks. Because there's a lot of people that are like, dude, I'm done, and they're like, all right, fuck, all right, I guess I'll go again.
They're like, Kole, do a manual flare.
Yeah,
dude, you got
it. What an idea that was.
I think. Have you ever tried?
No, never tried. That was my first time.
I think it would work. Like,
I think it would too.
I think you got enough.
I wish I would have tried it more. I should have tried it in practice, but I just wanted to pull it out on
everyone. Like be back wheel and then want to. Yeah.
It's definitely possible now. That setup's just not really ideal ever. Like, you want to set up the manual and be able to balance for a second and like go into it, but Jason
you kind of got what you got.
Yeah. You kind of, and I only had 3 tries at it, so I was like, I've got to try.
You did the manual whip.
Yeah, I did the manual whip in the qualifying.
Yeah, that's sick because I mean, so best trick is. Oh wait, you did the manual whip in qualifying during Yeah,
and then I just for finals I was just trying to. That was crazy. I don't even think he was meaning to do this. Was he? Like
no, that was it.
Well, he was trying. He had all that practice from high air at home that he had to go somewhere.
Yeah, with all that juice.
No, that's what he was. I figured he was like warming up for something. I thought he was going to flare into it or something. He's like, no, I'm just fucking trying to rip into that thing and land as high as I can. So it was in one of the videos, but I was like, that has to be like the least amount of tricks you've ever done in a contest run. He's like, oh yeah, easy. You know, I was like, you like it, don't you? He's like, yeah, it's sick.
And he had the most people running to go film that wall thing. Yeah. Whatever he was doing over there, everyone wanted to film. Yep. So that shows like him just getting gnarly like that pays off.
See the first two tricks from Best Trick were Joe Jarvis doing that hang 10 across the whole park. Yeah. The whiplash.
Yeah.
And then Kevin doing the down double whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that transfer that he did, and it's first
like,
go.
That was like the first 5 minutes of
both first try. Yeah.
Both first try.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's funny because like Jarvis has ridden. I mean, Jarvis may have ridden more Battle of Hastings than anybody. Yeah. And that's always been like it generally takes a couple of tries, and it's always kind of like the go-to in a sense, a variation of it. But he just did that right away. So
the riding's so technical. Speaking of
manual game 6,000.
I had to bunny hop over that quarter there, got in my way.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oh, I'm too wide. I got to bunny hop.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That was crazy.
Still held on.
That was a last second thing too. I was like, what can I do in less tries so I for sure have something on the board, and then I can. That was so crazy too.
Yeah.
Joe Foley, this dude is sick.
It's not in here, but he also did like a feeble hard. I don't know if it was by accident or not.
The feeble hard to like disaster thing? Is that what you're talking about? Or I don't remember.
He basically, I think he accidentally did the grind, and then he just like was like, oh fuck it, I'll pull into the quarter thing.
But yeah, what he actually did, the bar to tires, was so cool.
Yeah.
It made sense because I was like, why is he going from so far left? Like, and it's so if you, I mean, for reference for people like, Callan Stibbards did it, but he did it from like kind of the smaller part of the quarter at the bottom of the screen and like kind of straight shot, you know, and then just monster trucked into the bowl, which was insane, you know. And then I was like, why is he going so far like to the right and going so high? I'm like, oh, he's doing bar into it. That's fucked.
That was so brutal.
Yeah, he got worked on that.
Yeah, so then I think that, did they qualify? Yeah, they did. Yes, Joe was out the next day, right? He didn't ride. He didn't ride finals.
I don't think he rode finals.
Yeah. So hopefully he's healing up. That sucks. I didn't because it was Tom Russell that rode, right? Or was it? Dude, I feel like so many people sucked in.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Did you get is Bomber's thing in here?
Yeah, Bomber's thing in here.
Because I was like
Felix, like Jordan and Jordan and Felix are ridiculous to watch ride in person. And Garrett, of course.
You know, Garrett's ridden a lot of these. I think all of them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he maybe missed a year or two.
Okay.
Bethany.
That guy will never run out of stuff to do, though.
No.
And Bethany's sick, too, watching her.
Yeah.
That hop whip was serious. That is like a super mellow bank that she did.
Yeah.
That was like, this was crazy, too.
Yeah, she's super solid.
Dude is so sick with his daughter there.
Yeah. It was sick that I left earlier, or like as soon as the event was done, for finals, I pieced out right away, and I saw afterward that Mike Spinner gave him the $1,000 trick of the weekend type thing, and that was sick to see, just because like Stu does it because he loves it. He's a local in Hastings, but he just also grew up at the Source Park, so he's just a fucking monster.
Yeah, that's his spot, and he did a trick that like uses the course to its max, like.
So much happened that weekend.
Yeah.
This is crazy to think about. Like, what was he thinking? His original idea was flip to Fakey Smith. That's what he was going to do. Like. And then he went deep, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I think this is going to work better.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you're on a different level.
There we go. Bomber.
God, dude, that was crazy. Wild.
The BB buddy.
Boom.
Yeah, get your plug in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Titanium one. Now you Bomber. Now you owe him Leo Albert a titanium one.
No, thank you.
I was sick, dude.
Thank you.
Pull that in like a clutch type situation is wild.
Yeah, that's what's giving me a hard time. Couldn't get the pop and.
Yep.
I think that was my shitty filming.
I liked it.
No, I think that was mine.
Oh.
Whose filming is this? iPhone.
Don't worry about
we missed it. We missed it.
All of us looked at each other like when it happened. We're like, yeah.
Nice.
Because I think it was after or something.
Yeah.
God, that was
James had an angle for us.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to James.
Marcel went in too.
That was the last thing.
God. Yeah, I think that was like super after time, but he just was kept working at it. Like you said, they don't let you stop.
They don't let you.
And especially like.
I think Jordan was the only one to wave it off. He's like, nope.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No means no.
But Daryl comes up to you and he asks, he's like, "Do you want it?" And then you're like, "Yeah, I want it." Like,
he's on your shoulder, like,
you know, I always wanted to be like, I wanted to like lip sync, like, what you know, like, hey, the crowd's all fucking here for you. You're gonna let them down right now? Like, they're all fucking looking at you. They're gonna think you're a loser. You're gonna go home. You're never gonna be as good as you are today if you don't pull this. So get back
that
on
would
the bike,
be good. You should do it. You should do
it. Because in reality, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, it really is.
He's just the best dude. Best advice.
Yeah, he would never
just shaming you into going.
Like
that's what I was like. You know, like I like to imagine my Jesus. You know, I like to imagine my Daryl as being super condescending and really bring you down.
Yeah.
Oh, best dude.
And then boom. Double bar. We practiced a single bar and then they did a double. It was sick. Look how good Nike was.
That?
One real quick just to make sure it was like doable. Like
it's insane.
Can't believe it worked.
Too funny,
like,
man.
That perfect.
This was cool.
So sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wanted to pull obviously back more.
Yeah. I mean, he caught enough transition for it to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, his back is torn. He like fell from 2 stories to the
Should we
back.
show that clip?
You should because like to see him riding
right?
after this was like
it's the first clip in practice.
Yeah, he like took a real slam and he just was laying there and I was like, no way. He just ate that. Oh, there he is, thumbnail.
Yep.
God, it's so bad. Boom. Imagine how Grant felt.
Oh, and then you get the so not Grant's fault, not Jason's fault. I mean, Albert and I were dissecting the footage. The first thing is just the way that Grant like doesn't move the camera, and I was like, "You had no fucking idea that even happened, did you?" And he's like, "Nope, not at all." Like really? He was like, because if you know, like you're filming and you go, "Oh fuck,"
yeah, run
you
over,
move
maybe.
the camera.
Yeah.
He barely moved.
Yeah.
Like and he fallen.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you saw the clip too. It was like he did it previously and he was like and he was and he wasn't out as much.
Yeah. I think Grant moved in a hair and then Jason went faster.
Yeah, you want to go more
so
outside.
he went a little outside, Grant went a little inside then.
It's called a lack of communication.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna step in.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that because I'm actually gonna try and go faster. I could go outside a little bit more. So because we were like looking at the lines like on the ground of like where Jason went.
Yeah, because you can see the
whose fault is this? Yeah. You know, like one of those things where we're like, all right, well now we can't see that line, so that means Grant moved forward.
Yeah.
But then we're also like, and also Jason's on the other side.
Jason comes in ripping around the corner.
So I mean, dude, it honestly could have been really bad.
Really,
like,
yeah. I'm glad that he is like.
I mean, hitting Grant.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking wall.
Yeah, that would suck too. Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even think about that part.
Like,
I just thought about a crash.
Yeah, the crash could have been worse. Also, hitting Grant
that would have
killed him.
Yeah.
Because Grant's fucking...
But Jason's come through like a razor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
could have cut him in half.
One of those like...
He's a solid dude too.
Yeah. Split him in half.
Yeah, they both would have just fallen over.
Or they just they're actually one human at the end. Just melt into two.
Grayson.
But yeah, then Jason does that and then he...
Yeah, and then he's still doing it. So
does a full pull.
Am I tripping or was Lacey supposed to ride? Lacey subbed for somebody.
Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to be.
Yeah,
he definitely wasn't riding practice with us. Or anything.
Well, he
lives there.
Yeah, he also doesn't need to, but I can't remember.
What team was he on?
Dove.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
champs.
on the original.
Yeah, I don't think
he wasn't on an original team, so he subbed in for somebody as well. So
that line is crazy.
So sick. Watching him ride too, he is by far the favorite, everyone's favorite there.
The first one or two that Daniel did were definitely the best ones, like the loosest, like all he had type thing.
Chris Saunders shot a photo like from the top corner, and his front wheel is on the top.
Yeah.
He dives in. It's amazing.
Josh Dove showing he could do it all too.
It is crazy. Yeah. And then try to front flip at the end, right?
Yeah. He did one in practice. I didn't know he
Yeah, Isaac Downey was another one that subbed in.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 riders on Josh's team had to fill in.
Yeah, because it was Ben, right?
Yeah.
Ben Winters, yeah.
If Sandoval comes next year, they need to add some extensions for him. The place is too small for him.
Yeah.
Right. So Lacey coming, you could, well, I don't know if the hype is in this video, but Lacey was obviously very hyped. He's been hurt for like majority of the year essentially, like, and he's been riding, but not like, he didn't plan on riding, and he lives across the street. So it was cool to see him back and killing it. And then one of Alex's like, his runs was flawless. Like it was insane.
I think it was one of his first runs in the park. No, not park session,
in finals maybe. Yeah. Damn, I filmed that horrible.
So gnarly.
That's insane.
Yeah, it really is. He had to like compress his body so he can stick to the wall and then pull off.
I feel like I'd say that every 10 seconds. This contest is like, whoa, that's insane.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that there's so much bike riding that happens at a Battle of Hastings versus like an X Games is like, the dudes drop in for 3 60-second runs.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, the amount of footage I had to cut through just to get to 20 minutes of crazy riding, it's like hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's like everybody rode so good.
Yeah, it was super gnarly to see how dialed people are in person too.
Yeah.
Like Jarvis, you see it all in videos. Yeah, he does this kind of stuff. Yeah, that was attempt number 2. Like, how did he do that? There's not enough time for that.
Nope.
Joe Jarvis.
The most consistent, like, hang 5 to grind.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, I don't think
consistent.
Put your foot back on. This is ridiculous, too. Almost.
Yep.
And that rail, if it was like as tall as like a real
shit just keeps happening.
Yeah.
Try to talk about something.
I haven't had a beer in a while. This is nice. You're welcome.
Gales, they look awesome.
You're welcome. You look nice too.
First try, Kevin.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You see, like shit just keeps happening over and over and over.
That is sick. The dead sailor fall like 180 off the heel is so cool looking.
Why didn't you were going to do that and then Boyd did
he stole it. I told him he could have that one.
Courage got bodied on that one too.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, a couple tries before.
Courage is so dialed too. Like watching him do those nose manuals all practice.
Yeah,
and Kevin, of course.
The rollouts are the most amazing thing.
He had the same rollout X Games in Japan, right? Yeah. Steezy guy.
Oh, he takes a sick one in this, doesn't he?
No, it was I think the attempt before. So.
Oh, he went again after he crashed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was done.
No, yeah. Didn't he try?
I think he tried something and went down hard.
What was that? Do you remember what he tried after?
No,
because Kevin
he was all right, but
he sat out a run though. I think. I could be way off.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it was like the last trick thing.
Yeah,
like it was one of those.
Yeah,
but he always does that, man.
Yeah.
He just like the hype.
Yeah,
the hype really takes over, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna try the G turn 5-7 thing.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's
what it was.
Yeah. Maybe it was Bark
G-turn 5.
Something like that. But
because at X Games he got bodied on his first one, and then he gets back, and that was like a serious crash. Should not have. Probably been able to do another.
Yeah, that was like a pocket whip to blow your feet off.
Yeah, he fell from like the top down halfway and then again to the bottom.
Yeah, it was
like the one where he got to the wall too quick and he just
his feet just came off and he just was in a bad place.
So next year, 10 years of Battle of Hastings. Seriously, shout out to the source.
Yeah. What an experience that was.
Insane. I mean,
and they take care of their riders so well.
Yeah.
Like gave us all a little like love pack or whatever, the Swatch bag with like a Marshall speaker and then his socks and all kinds of coupons for food and stuff while we're there. So like you really don't have to spend money when you're there as a rider. Like they take care of us fully. Like
what other event that there's just a courtyard with 5 different restaurants
and free beer
to it, like, and free beer.
Can't forget the free beer
and all the practice and all the like it is the antithesis of like of an actual like event. You know, it's like it's like an event, but it's like has like jam vibes. Yeah, it really doesn't feel.
Yeah, you can just keep going if you want. Like, if someone wants to try a trick for 20 more tries, everyone's there for you.
Yeah.
That's the cool part about it.
And it's so well structured that they allow for that type of space. It's not by accident. It's all by design. So they really do kill it with all that.
Yeah, I would be interested to know if there's like a, they plan on like a 30% overage or something like that. Like they let every dude have like
a little bit extra,
3 more tries on top of the 3 tries that they plan or something like that. Some sort of structure in the end. But.
Yeah, because everyone's not going to get it in 3 tries when you have guys like Courage doing like groundbreaking stuff in a contest run.
Like,
Hey, Bardenose out of 6'4" across the whole
crazy.
Was that
bar?
That was in there, right?
Yeah, that was in there.
Yeah.
Right. We were talking when it happened, but
I remember
it was amazing.
Yeah, that was fucking insane, and it was like glanced over almost.
Yeah,
for the insanity of that, like batshit crazy. So as always, shout out to Source, and then after that we have NORA Cup on Sunday night. Visual wise, I mean, we have the site post, but we're working on the winners videos, and by working I mean I've kind of been chilling. Burnout is the NORA Cup burnout phase is definitely full speed right now, but we can run through. So this is the 29th annual, so we're kind of on the same pace as
30th.
Oh, cool.
And
30th and 10 years. Yeah, so
wow.
that is pretty fucking wild that that's we do have this NORA Cup history doc.
Yeah. We better start planning now.
Yeah, fuck you. So this is, this talks about like kind of the very beginning. So it started in, when was it? 1979 is started by BMX Action. So when I say 29th annual, that is from when Ride started it back up in basically 1997. So hopefully my math is right. Don't call me out on that. But so 30 years. Yeah, because it doesn't math, but it maths. I promise, because of the way that it broke out. So because of magazine years, there's actually like two 2005s or two 2008s. Where is it?
Why is that? Because
in the magazine days, you would make a magazine in September and it would come out in January. So then they would call it the 2005 NORA Cup because it came out in January 2005 or something.
Okay.
So it was like a weird thing like that, and then eventually it needed to change because it was like the internet exists. So I don't know what year that happened.
There used to be a racer one in the NORA Cup?
Yeah, there was racer. There was a time period.
There was 2004, 2005. And then it goes to 2005 again.
Yeah. So the internet exists. Calling it the next year's NORA Cup award made 0 sense. So we corrected it by doubling the second year 2005 on it. So yeah, both Corey's, Bowen and Martinez have 2 2005 NORA Cups.
Nice.
So that was the magazine date. So it'd come out in February 2005, even though the event was October. So then it just got weird. So, but yeah, 29 years, it has changed quite a bit. But honestly, for what it is, it really hasn't changed at all.
I mean, I've been doing it with you for 4 years now.
And it's the same format.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I don't know if I'm supposed to change it or it's, supposed to get any different. I think it's just one of those things that I think of it as being like the most important thing that I work on in the year, because I think it is something that honors riders and the people like doing important, long-lasting shit. There is so much like information and things that you get like accosted by on your phone every single day, and this is a way to be like, hey, you did this shit the best this year.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what NORA Cup is, and so I take it super serious. And if you ever see me arguing with somebody on the internet these days, it's probably about NORA Cup, even though not this year. I did pretty good, but I didn't look at anything.
I mean, I looked at everything. Everybody was pretty mostly cool with everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, nobody mouthed like or left any gnarly comments.
Yeah. So
sometimes people go off.
I mean, and honestly, like when I see stuff, I'm like, I'm glad that it's like important enough that you're like that fucking.
Yeah, it just means they care.
Like I really try and take that into consideration when I'm seeing shit, but then sometimes it just like goes down a path. Like there's been a couple over the years. I'm like, why the fuck are you fucking crazy? You know, like pretty low energy right now. But one thing I forgot to mention in this podcast is thank you to the sponsors of NORA Cup. The brands that came on board this year were more important than ever, and I think all the brands that do support the event understand the legacy and the importance and the history and the purpose of the event. If I haven't made it clear, thank you to those brands that supported NORA Cup. I'm going to list them now, and I need the phone to do this. So Monster Energy, Source, Vans, BSD, Cinema, Colony, Colt, Fit, Huffy, Hyper, Strictly, Kink, Merit, Rixon, Nowhere, Odyssey, Profile, S&M, Snafu, Time BMX, and Woozy. I say it pretty often, but support the brands that support the projects and the people that you enjoy. And when you're making purchases, just keep that in mind that if you spend your money and you put it into BMX, it stays there with certain brands. So thank you as always for the support. I appreciate all you guys watching. I'm going to play the sponsor commercials that played at the beginning of NORA Cup. It should be, pretty easy going overall, I hope. Thank you. Let's just run through the winners. This document does exist, so this is the mostly complete NORA Cup history, and so it kind of breaks down certain things. And then we had the
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna watch that because I'm always interested to see. Like I kept saying, because I was there with Max, and I kept asking everyone. I was like, has anybody ever won 3-1? Like, has Dennis ever won 3-1? I assumed it was Dennis.
Dennis,
Dennis or Garrett.
Dennis hasn't. I don't know if anybody's ever won 3. But Dennis, there was one year where Dennis was like nominated in like every single category.
Yeah, that's
he had
gnarly.
video part, transition, dirt, and street, and it was like,
that's
dude,
crazy.
This is fucked up.
And he had a chance
and he's
at
probably
all of them.
Reader's Choice too. Yeah, and he was like, and he probably won 2 or something like that. There's definitely years where it was dominant. Where Garrett definitely has multiple years where he won video part and street.
Yeah,
so it was kind of tend to go hand in hand over the years, but obviously not this year, which was nice.
Yeah, it's cool to have different guys.
So there is also this thing. I didn't update this. We talked about updating. I made you make a thumbnail, and then I never did it.
This whole graphic for it.
I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean this breaks it down too. So we'll put all these links in here. I'm going to leave these tabs open, but this kind of will probably help explain some stuff that happened this year for people that are curious. So the winners this year, we'll run through it. Transition Rider of the Year, Corey Walsh. Trail Rider of the Year, Nathan Mean Horse Saunders. Street Rider, Alex Donachie. I feel like everybody could have fucking picked that one on their bingo card. Video part, Garrett Reynolds. Video of the Year, No Love. Women's Rider of the Year, Bethany Hedrick. Flatlander of the Year, U category, and I should look, but I think that's 3 years in a row for him. Super dominant in the flat in the flat world for those that don't necessarily follow that. He absolutely crushes it, but this year it was the closest year for him. So Reader's Choice, your boy Max
Miller, bro.
Legend Award, Mike Aiken. Fucking insanely excited to finally make that happen. That was like 3 years kind of in the making, so this is I feel like I'm monologuing right now.
Well,
but no, it's okay. Because I am the one that has like the most like thoughts, I guess. But Transition Rider, I think, is the weirdest one. It's the one that I catch the most flack about, going back to the Sandoval conversation. It's like even what's his name, Brant Moore talked about like Trick Rider of the Year or something, you know, but
it's fucking. I didn't even think about that.
Like they don't really get love.
That. Yeah.
So, but I mean, Logan's won. Daniel Durs has won over the years. Bestwick has won even.
Rim hasn't won one?
Rim hasn't won one. So it's...
Yeah, Rim could be...
It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. And I see sometimes the way votes come in, and it's like... And I don't know if it warrants an extra category or anything like that, because it's like, fucking, if you put any shape transition in front of Corey Walsh, he's gonna ride it the fucking best.
Yeah,
you know. So it's like
I voted for him for that reason.
Yeah,
any shape, any style. I mean, he has tricks, and that's cool. But it's transition rider of the year.
And he also put out 2 video parts, and sometimes that stuff resonates with people more than contest results, than 60 seconds. You know, and especially when it's not. This is kind of getting back to what, like, how NORA Cup voting works, is that sometimes when there's multiple people in that same category, like say like trick rider, you're like, all right, who are you going to vote for this year? You're like, all right, Logan Martin had a good year, Kieran Riley had a good year, Rim Nakamura had a good year, Daniel Sandoval had a good year, Justin Dowell had a good year. It's like all these dudes, and then you have this, and you have Corey Walsh, who had a fucking good year as well. Yeah. And you're like, all right, I'm going to vote for him. Yeah. You know, so because he's on this spectrum. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, Kevin Peraza, I don't believe he put out a video.
Yeah, Kevin Peraza had a great year.
He didn't put out, but he didn't put out a video part.
No,
like that goes to your earlier point. Yeah. You were like, because he put out 2 parts. Mm-hmm. But Kevin is just Kevin.
I mean, Kevin had the trick of the year, debatable, of course, but
yeah, not only that, but he shows up to like all the local jams and everything. He's just at like if you watch him,
who did you vote for?
I didn't vote.
Oh, you didn't vote?
Yeah,
you didn't vote. You got the email.
Yeah, I get the email.
Who would you have voted for
on transition?
Yeah,
Corey. Yeah, I always enjoyed it.
Vote for all the winners.
Yeah,
I meant to ask you that before. You fucking voted, right? But
no, I didn't.
Yeah. So how many times did we hit you up though? You got 3 emails. I know that.
5. Well, the only reason I ever got the email is because I had to download the email to go out of the country. I never ran an email. I would always just.
Did you vote for Reader's Choice?
No. No. I just was like, I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, it's all right. So this is the plight of NORA Cup as well, is that I do send 3 emails, and then generally it's Instagram DMs, and then if I have their phone number, I try and text them as well. So I don't know if you got a text as well, but
send them aggressive.
But text. It is funny because there's people that I go to send the text, and I'm like, 4 years running, this is the only conversation that we've had, and they don't respond all 4 years, you know, like, and I'm like, but fuck it, you're on the list, like you're on the list, like if you want me to remove, and I tell people, like, it says in the email, like, hey, if you don't want to vote, please let me know, it'll save us both hassles, and then if you want to be removed and you insist, like, I'll remove you, you know. But like Davis Auto asked to be removed like 8 years ago, and I'm like, no. Like, you're not gonna be removed, dude. Like, I'm not removing you. Sorry.
That's
like,
funny.
You know, like there's stuff like that where it's like you have to stay. Like
it's unfortunate. You have to stay. Sorry.
Like, fucking block me then. I don't know, man. So this is something that I haven't, and this isn't like I just copied this over. I've never probably shown results like this. This is top 10 in order for every category. So don't skip ahead too much, but Walsh, Peraza, Dove, Rim, Dennis, Marcus Christopher, Jason Watts, Logan Martin, Tom Justice. So
Max Miller was right there too. Again,
right on the
part. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about this actually, because this is out of order. So, but and you have to explain that because that was your decision. Yeah,
it wasn't my decision. It was an idea. We all agreed on it. I didn't say, hey, do this.
No, I just start something.
No. So shout out to Corey Walsh. Obviously, discussing the trick dynamic isn't meant to diminish that in any sense. Like, I think his win was very dominant as well. Like, there's not. I don't really go forward with a winner with like a single vote or 2 in the lead, you know. And it's been a fucking nightmare over the years. Really,
it gets that close?
Yeah,
it really does.
So
I remember the Huffman one.
You can't really see it, but this is a Courage Adams. It's kind of, if you could send this to him, that'd be pretty funny for him to know about this, because I don't think I've ever said this. But Courage Adams. What video part is it?
I can't read it.
Video part, Courage Adams.
Vans.
It just says
Just
Vans. Yeah, it says Vans shoes or something like that. It was the year that Anthony Perrin won. And I went to England, and it got so down to the wire that I didn't know who would win. Yeah. So I just printed 2 blacks.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who the fuck's gonna win.
Close,
so
wow.
and it got to the point where like the cutoff for like getting things done was too far gone, and I was like, I'm just gonna print 2 blacks. It's the only solution. I just kept trying to get votes until I think Anthony won by like 3 or 4 votes, and that's like the closest it's ever gone. And I literally like have a plaque. I don't know why I have the Hooker one.
Yeah, what the Hooker?
I don't know. I think maybe that was like just a double. I don't know.
What year is that from?
2012. That was too far removed. So, and then the Sylvain, Andre, if somebody sends this to him, that guy fucking won, and I hit him up 5 times. Come get your fucking cup. I don't know. That was like the last year I did Racer, and I was like, all right, if this motherfucker doesn't care about this much, like, all right, we're done.
Mean anything.
You know, like it was always pulling teeth with racers, and I even put it in, and I mean no real offense, but I feel like they have their accolades in their world, and we're just like outsiders. Yeah. So I don't necessarily blame that. You know, like that's not me. I don't think being a dickhead, but my kid, that's Sylvain. That's probably your NORA Cup up there on the shelf. My kid's on it.
That's fun.
But I have a few NORA Cups over the years. But so Street Rider, easiest decision I think for everybody. I was telling people that of the first 30 votes that I got, 29 were for Alex.
Wow. So
it was more getting the top 5.
Yeah.
Was the more, because Alex was literally so dominant. I think I probably should have done my due diligence before I say this, but I'm pretty sure it had to be like kind of on the Garrett deadline, like dominance, you know, where people in the top 5, where there was a 3-way tie for 5th. Yeah. And they only really had like under 10 votes. I think it was like 8 votes, 7 votes or something.
The majority of everybody that can vote went to Alex.
95% of people voted for Alex, basically.
He put out 5 videos though, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the correct choice. It is the correct choice, but it makes it hard for the 5.
Would you have voted for Alex?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
he did like a nollie 3 over in that last video, and I was like, wow, I've never seen anybody pop a nollie 3 like that. So that alone will get my vote. Like, when I see stuff like what Max Miller does, is like, nobody else is touching that really. So that's how I.
And in the sense of like it's a year long thing where it's like you have Max where it was a video part, and you have Garrett a video part. Yeah. And you have Killian, a video part, but like you have Alex, where it's like it was another one, another
5
one, you know, like insane. Like he was farming them out. Like he gave us the VX one from like, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, sick, dude. Like fuck yeah. And then I'm like, and I'm like, oh,
damn, that was good too.
Yeah. So it's too funny. He just had just a fucking insane year, and shout out to him, man. Like I know it's been a little bit of a hard year with the Vans stuff and all that. So
and he had injuries leading up to, or in between video parts and all that.
Checks of the you know, some cutbacks on some stuff, you know. So I think it for him it lit a fucking fire. You know, because a lot of that footage was in the last year. It wasn't like he's sitting on shit for 5 years. Like literally just like machine status. So but yeah, so
and then how do you get dropped from a sponsor though? Like after that, like
that's so
it's for him to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was already off.
Yeah,
I think the timing of him saying he was off of Vans was convenient for him. Yeah, I think because I heard that he was off of Vans like 3 or 4 months earlier.
Okay,
so that's a touchy one, you know. I'm not trying to like say that like he did Vans wrong or Vans did him wrong or anything like that. I think just like the timing was more convenient for him. Like, hey, you know, it made people ask questions like that, you know, instead of 3 months ago or 4 months ago when stuff was out. may not have asked that question that crazy.
Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
But that's a communication, or maybe he said like, "Hey, I got fucking 5 video parts coming out this year," and they were like, you know. So who knows? It's not here or there. So
Steve Crandall's on the Trail Rider of the Year.
yes, he is, which was sick. So. In the end, right here, because this is out of order, because Jordan Godwin was in the top 5, Max Miller and Matt Clausen were not.
Okay.
Yep.
And so they were tied for 5th, and we had several conversations about this. At one point, I was like, Albert, well, you're the only person that gets to vote out of the 3 of us. I think it was him, me, and Jeff talking, and I'm like, well, just change your vote for who you want. You know, like I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, what the fuck? How do we choose this? Like, it's a very abnormal situation for this, because I could get 15 more votes, and they'll all go to Alex.
Yeah,
it was like getting a vote for anybody other than Alex.
Yeah. It was that gnarly.
I mean, it
like
was
you said 95.
I think like 95% of the votes.
That's crazy.
So it was hard. So
I think what we landed on was
whoever had the most reader's choice votes.
Yeah.
So, and it was a bummer, because it was like you wanted to give a nod to Clausen because he had 2 video parts come out this year.
Yeah, crushed it.
Crushed it. And then Max, obviously, I didn't feel super bad about Max, because you could kind of tell on the reader's choice front that he was doing okay. Yeah. You know, so I didn't necessarily feel bad for that. And then Jordan is like, he's a machine too. He's putting out video parts. I'm like, I was rooting for Matt. I guess I'll just say that. Like, it was like, I was breaking it down. I was like, give it to fucking Matt. But
I was trying to be objective and like, kind of.
That's a good way to go about it.
No, it's fair. It's fair, but it's
the most fair way I could think to do it.
Yeah. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to Murray Lobser as well. He was top 5 for Reader's Choice as well. Good to see him like getting in the mix. Obviously, incredible rider.
Machine.
Yeah. So, video category. Fiend, lead by example. Colony, still having fun. Post time, mediocre at best 2. Aussie Rules, Strange Ways 6. AM PM, 50 Shades of Clay. So, kind of in the same boat as Alex, I would say that Fiend and lead by example took 90% of the votes. You know, and that's like one of those things. You're wearing the shirt.
The book's over here.
Yeah,
the book's over here. I was like,
good.
I was like, we're gonna talk about lead by example. Yeah. So the zine is hopefully still available. Probably sold out, but you could still buy a digital copy or a hard copy of Grant's.
I don't think there's hard copies of the video.
Well, Grant should make them.
Digital copy of the video. I think they got shirts.
Either
way, go to
he should make hard
website.
copies and then give the proceeds to Jason for what he did to him.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it was one of those things where they take, you know, they were the black hole of votes. You know, they took a big portion, and then you get the ramp dudes that go, well, I don't really care about street riding.
Yeah.
Colony put out a full length video that was mostly park, not obviously full park, but and it was fucking awesome, and I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
It was good.
And then you get the dudes that are like, I like fucking raw running into shit and fucking Florida bike riding post time. You know, like, and that's the way. I don't give a fuck how good he is.
Yeah.
You know, like it's.
And then the solid crew piece coming up next.
Yeah. Like,
so that's all covers all the spectrum of like.
And then you have a couple
types of video parts.
You have a couple of dirt videos in there and stuff like that. You get people that are like, that's their world.
Yeah, and that mediocre at best 2 premiere was like super sick. I was there for it. It was like super good vibes, and I was like, you could tell Bobby like meant it. Like, he really put in work, and like it was cool
mediocre
for all
best
his
is like a
friends to
love
be
note.
there. Yeah,
it's literally like a love note. Like I was like, dude, I love mediocre best. It was it was
fucking
awesome. Yeah,
showing his dog and the vibes and all the homies. Like some of the homies don't even seem like they ride anymore, but they were there at the premiere hanging out.
That's so sick.
And they were just it was just a good crew of dudes to ride bikes together.
Yeah, Bobby pours his heart into those things, and all the mediocre projects come out so good. Because of that.
And then video part. Should I be like playing videos or anything? Like we've all fucking seen this stuff, right? Should I be like playing mediocre? You know, like playing anything or whatever. Never mind.
I don't think some of these aren't out of their websites yet.
True.
Yeah, I don't think this one.
So video part. Very, very crazy year for video part. I think one thing that was an anomaly this year was that the amount of votes that kind of like came in easy was way higher. And I think people like got out of bed figuratively, you know, like, oh shit, I gotta vote for fucking video part, you know, like one of those things. Like they were just like polarized by how many fucking amazing video parts and how like debatable it was in a sense. So how did it pan out? We got Garrett, Max, Alex, Killian, and then Varga were the top 5. Corey Walsh, Alex again, Boyd Hilder, no bets, and then Matt.
Alex on there twice. That's funny.
It's interesting to see the
and no love on there.
People gravitated towards those two, which the best two, I believe.
I think,
yeah. But it's cool that the votes didn't get split up.
No, and Jetlag didn't get that many votes. Like again, it's like essentially, I mean, these Killian, these 4 really like took up the 95% of the votes again, you know. And then you get the park dudes, because I feel like from the outside looking in, it's like you have all these things, and it was funny too, because I was like, oh, it goes in alphabetical, because when you watch the nominee videos, to avoid like any subjectivity, any like conspiracy theories, they all go alphabetical order. So Alex is first, you know, like one of those things, so people can't be like all right, well, this dude this year or last year, the guy that went 3rd every single time, he fucking, you know, one of those things. It's like it goes alphabetical.
I'm gonna put them in winning order next year.
You should.
That'd be smart.
So the way it laid out was that it was Alex, Garrett, Killian, Max, and then Varga comes in with this park edit at the end.
I was just tripping on his names being on there. I didn't even notice it till now.
So it and it's just one of those things where it's like you get all the street dudes, they vote for street parts. You get a park dude, well, like, dude, that was a fucking amazing park edit. That's my shit. He fucking killed it. That's the best video part in my world. And then he's on the top 5. You know. So awesome. I call it the Rat Kid effect in the How Voting Works document, because that was like the Rat Kid Mark Ralla, shout out to him, because I fully understood it. He just had this like crew of like, I don't know, 15 votes, 20 votes, you know, that he would get
instantly.
And what's that?
Instantly, like,
well, like it would just every year they're like, all right, it's a street riding category. Mark Ralla is as street as it gets. He is the most street fucking dude out there. He gets my vote. You know, like one of those, like he's fucking street. He's out there in the street. He's looking for spots. He's killing it. He's riding spots the way they're meant to be ridden. Blah blah blah. Then Garrett deadline year comes about. Garrett sucks up 95% of the main votes. Mark Ralla's in the top 5 for Street Rider of the Year. You know, and people are like, how the fuck is he in there? And they're like, oh, like, how do I explain this? And it's like, that's the way it works. So it's interesting when you think of, it's funny when I'm obviously like overanalyzing the votes, but.
No, of course. I mean, you've been doing it for how many years?
Forever. 6,000.
6,000. Who would you have voted for video part? Kole.
Max.
Yeah,
I just like, something about it just like makes me just trip out. It's because I was there for a lot of the stuff too as well, and like how much it meant to him was like, it was amazing.
I guess Serenity was phenomenal.
It was, watching some of that stuff, and it was a lot like Stu. They started filming together in that. So the first thing he does is 3 off that roof. His banger was the first thing he did. He did it backwards.
That's insane.
With Stu, and Stu was like, dude, this is gnarly. Like, we got something. And then the next time I saw Stu, he's like, bro, look at what we've done. And I'm like, by the end of it, I was like, this is ridiculous. So getting to watch the process, I think that was my first time watching like a really gnarly video get put together. So I really was like, wow, he put in work for this. Like, he teared up after the 3, and he was like, dude, that was the scariest thing I've ever done. And I was like, he's going for it. Like, so that's why he
rolled straight into another video part too.
Yeah.
So I think losing to Garrett is a pretty fucking good thing to do.
Yeah, look who his
honestly,
name's up there.
You know, like
just some kid from NorCal, and look at his name, like who he's next to.
Yeah, he's sandwiched between Garrett and Alex Donachie.
Yeah, Red Bull helmet and a Monster helmet.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
Yeah, just sitting around.
So it is nothing to be sad about for Max. I mean, dude, it is. Video part was incredible. If it was by screams at my computer, it was definitely Max. You know. So followed by Killian. So
Killian's was awesome
insane.
too.
Yeah. So, like I said, crazy year. For
and Vargas too. Like
Vargas was wild.
Did a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
that was wild. Yeah,
had a lot going on in that part. Yeah.
And I thought Boyd's part would have been higher up too. You know, like it sometimes it's just a crazy year. You know, like I've heard people talk about it in video category. They're like, "Oh, pick the wrong year to drop the video."
Yeah.
You know, like because it's like in a different next year Max's part would have won or something. You know, or
yeah.
But I mean, can't play that game too much, obviously.
Yeah, no, of course not.
So those are and then we'll skip to women's rider, and then no, I guess they're all the same because so trail, flat, and women, they're all separate lists. So transition, street, video, and video part is all one email essentially that goes out, and then there's a separate trail list, a separate flat list, a separate.
Why is that? Why?
Because you think of the list that for flat, it would have been like Matthias because he does rails.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just not they just don't even know who U category is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just warranted their own community and those peers. And so it's not necessarily like pro riders. I still send it out to like 4 or 5 dudes. I think it goes to like Scott O'Brien, Vicky Gomez, I'm blanking on a couple other ones, I'm sorry. But it goes to those dudes and I'm like, hey, are there any changes, any additions, anything like that? So I try and update the list every year. It's a relatively small list, but it's also like very passionate. So the response rate compared to the main categories is a lot higher.
Yeah.
So flat. I mean, I'm not even gonna pretend to be on that level, you know. So it I don't know.
Yeah, now that you say that makes sense because the only person I know in there is Terry.
Yeah.
So if I was voting, I'd be giving false votes because I think I know who someone is or something.
That's exactly why.
I only know Terry, so I'm gonna vote for Terry.
And it became a borderline issue at a point, you know, like where it was like, oh, they're not really if it's not reflecting who truly deserves to win, then there's an issue. Yeah,
I'd put Dave Norrie on there if you asked me.
There you go. He's not the Gumby roll. So 4 Japanese riders in the top 5, and then you have a maybe 19-year-old French kid. So pretty cool to see some young blood in there. Yeah. But the Japanese takeover is very, very real. But yeah, the U's UU. Yep. We're definitely very close. I was the closest one this year. Only a few votes separating them. So even Ephraim Catlow, who presented beforehand, I saw him. He was trying to open the envelope before it was done, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, you know." And I'm like, "Who do you think won?" And he's like, "Shoji." And I'm like, "No." So I think there was maybe some debate in there of who wins. That's their world. I don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
So pedaling death truck.
Name
a trick.
Easy rolling whiplash.
Come on, come on. Name a different one.
Hang nothing. I'm taking the easy ones. I don't know any. I'm sorry. That's
elbow glide.
Just a flatland
trick. Yeah.
Nice.
No, nothing.
No, I don't got anything.
Really?
I know nothing about flatland.
Fair enough.
It's fun to watch. Like, I enjoy watching it. I watch the X Games.
Trail Rider, we're moving on. This is patronizing and bullshit.
It's not patronizing. I thoroughly enjoy it. I know
really
nothing
like
about
it a lot.
I know nothing about it.
Yeah. I know nothing. It is NASCAR. Not even it is NASCAR.
They're doing kickflips now, and that's crazy. That kid did that kickflip with his bike, and that is ridiculous.
Yeah. I know who that is. That's Maybe I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yohei.
Yohei.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does the bike flips.
What does he call it?
I don't know.
Kickflip.
That's the thing is like a lot of them don't even have names
Yeah.
for stuff. It's like because half the shit is literally the switch between the two tricks. So it'd be like elbow glide to fucking death truck. But it's like the switch in between was like is the most insane part.
Is death truck the thing you showed or the thing and from the flat video where he's sitting on the seat?
Bro, that is crazy.
No. That was the no-handed, no-footed thing.
Yeah, but he was going backwards, sitting on his bars or something.
Yeah,
like that was
yeah. That was the we'll run through it. But Trail Rider, same list, but massive list. So huge list, probably. I mean, borderline the biggest list. I'd have to look, but because that one is literally just open to anybody that wants to vote.
Yeah,
and is in that community. So I get every year I kind of get some emails, and they're like, oh, I want to vote for him. And I'm like, all right, what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that they're like a person and they ride bikes and stuff like that. And that's pretty much the only, I figure somebody gave him my email address.
Yeah.
So they're like, that's the only real prerequisite to vote. So that's
pretty cool because there are probably like a lot of underground dudes who we just have no idea about.
Yeah. And that's how you get,
sickest stuff.
You get Chris Pratt. And I mean no like disrespect to him because obviously he's a lifer. People fucking voted for him to be Trail Rider of the Year, and he puts in that work. But it's like I don't necessarily know who he is. It's all these dudes that put in the work that normal guys like us don't necessarily see. But that's what makes it important.
And that's what's cool because somebody does recognize it.
Yeah, and and he came out. And it was fucking sick to meet him and all that stuff and like have him experience it. And I was like, dude, you should fucking come out. Like if you're close, like and you can do it, like I can get you a hotel.
Yeah.
Like easy, So so Mean Horse won. Gilly Smalls, obviously I had a Magilla Gorilla t-shirt when I was like 16. So it's pretty insane that he's was literally in second place for that because he started riding and building trails again after taking a big hiatus, and obviously it resonated pretty well within the trail scene. Martin Woodwardle, Crazy Trails in the UK. Part of that, he has like the section is in that 50 Shades of Grey, which is a fucking amazing video. Shot, like 50. Oh, this is. Trails. I don't know. This is
of clay.
Clay, yeah. I said 50 Shades. I didn't type anything. This is like the shit that happens all around the world.
Yeah.
That maybe doesn't get the love that it necessarily deserves. So it's cool to, pay some homage and respect to those dudes. And then obviously we made that change over the years because it was like, there was one year where it was Dirt Rider. Is what we called it. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, you got nominated for Dirt and to Dennis. And he's like, I haven't even ridden Dirt this year. I'm like,
he just rode the Triple Crown or whatever.
Yeah, like not even that. Like he's like, I haven't ridden Dirt this year. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck me. There's something wrong.
Yeah, something's
wrong.
Yeah.
So a change needed to be made.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was fucking
clip
sick.
is cool.
That is gnarly.
So this whole video shot amazing.
Yeah.
Shot fucking like perfectly. And it's 40 minutes. It is a great video, so I feel like it's like doesn't give the love or get the love that it deserves. So give that a look if you haven't. And then
I feel like it's 60-42 on like the digging and the riding. Like part of being a trail rider is like a digger like Nate. And like that, he's the only one I've been around that just builds the sickest stuff and rides it the hardest. Like
yeah. Because those dudes are out there probably digging longer than they are riding.
Yeah, exactly.
In some cases, anyway.
Yeah, maybe even dig it and maybe not even ride it because the rain or the whatever. Like putting in a lot of work.
You grew up building trails at all?
No, not really, honestly. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I never really.
Yeah, we call it Lakeside, Lindo Lake.
Yeah, right when 2014 got a skate park and never left.
I mean, that's a good skate park.
Yeah, just stuck in there.
Shout out to the girl the woman that passed away.
Yeah, that was
so
like
cool.
She was the queen of the skate park.
Yeah.
She made it happen for all of us. So She was always the coolest.
Yeah, she was so sick.
Miss Terry, we called her, and when she was there, you better be on your A game. No smoking in the park. Pick up all your trash.
Oh,
like,
wow.
She would fully be wrenching on, like, doesn't matter who you are, if you're local, if you're not, she would be tearing you up. Like,
so was that when I was on my get bikes in parks in San Diego tip?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was going to like OB, and I would go and I would talk to them, and I don't know, maybe I'm aggressive or something, you know, like they just couldn't hear me. Mm-hmm. And then I talked to Terry, and this is an aside, but like I talked to Terry, and she came with me one time, and I watched her just win them over.
Yep.
And literally at the end, she was like, all right, you have our approval.
Yeah.
Like we can't change the rules right now, like for the park, because you need a higher thing, but you have our support.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went to a meeting a month ago.
Yeah.
And just fucking hit a wall. You know, she just did it. Yeah. And I was like, wow. Like she was a saint.
Yeah,
so I was like legitimately sad that she passed away.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. She has a bench at the skate park now. It's shaped like a skateboard, and it's like says her name on it and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
The community honored her, like
that's
truly,
super cool.
like there, yeah.
So yeah, this is we'll just let this play a little bit. So Gilly, obviously so it's cool with the trail dudes because like they're like, I don't have any footage. Like so like Gilly went out and filmed this. Yeah. Like Garrett, I think it's like Garrett Burns is like the POV footage.
Yeah, the chaser.
Yeah, like too good, you know, like so funny to like think about. Like he's like, oh fuck, I gotta go film.
Yeah,
and so
and that's what I mean by people may never know that this rider's here.
And then this dude is fucking. Luckily, there was some Navaz footage that was like just gold, but I don't know what is it. It looks like it's good. It's like jumpy. Bro, jumps over a Bentley.
Look at that hip.
Yeah.
That is months and months of work. Look at that place. It's like a skate park.
Pretty crazy.
And look at the riding too. No helmet, so gnarly.
It's like Aquazap vibes.
So sick.
That's insane.
So then this is Chris, like, you know, he was like, dude, I don't have any fucking, like, all right, I'll go film, you know? And so he just went out the weekend before and was like, oh, this is what I got.
Yeah,
you know,
awesome.
like, and it's sick. So I was like, dude, just fucking film a time lapse of you know, like digging or something. But it seems corny, you know.
God, that shot. Who filmed that? That is good eye right there.
What's his name? I'm blanking, but yeah. 50 Shades of Clay.
The writing was good and the filming was good.
And then
horse.
So he ended up making the trek, and he's been nominated 4 years, something like that. And I think he must have felt that it was coming in a sense, but he made the trek out, but that he just had a fucking. Him and his girl came out, and then they missed their first flight.
Oh God!
Got stuck in Sydney, and then they stayed at Junesy's house, apparently, the other Jake Reed, and then they finally made it 2 days later. They showed up on set. They were supposed to get there on Wednesday. They got there, or Thursday. They got there Saturday.
Wow!
And then apparently he was climbing a fence and with spikes on the top, slipped, got stuck on the fence on his ass. Had to go to the hospital, get stitches.
No way.
Yeah, just the longest
but
journey.
he literally was like, fuck it, like literally not bothered at all. He's like, dude, I got fucking stitches in my ass, like right below my ass. Like, it's so funny.
That's
meeting
awesome.
him. Like, him and his girl were too funny. So super cool that they.
What a cool story to win a NORA Cup and like that happens.
Yeah,
like
it was a whole fiasco. So. So congrats to Nathan, and then I feel like we're going a little bit longer than I anticipated. But women, Bethany Hedrick, Kim Leah Mueller, Linda Grabner, Miharu. Oh, I did. That was it. Miharu Ozawa, Hannah, Nikita, Paris, Angie, and Nina.
Bethany almost had it last year, right?
Yeah, she was close last year,
Yeah.
so
That's
it was pretty crazy. So
It's cool to see her continue on, have
she
another
was-
good year.
She was a clear winner in my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
she killed it this year. Everywhere she goes.
her and Linda.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was, but I think it's cool because in again it's their own list, so it's women voting, because I think in the same sense, it's like I feel like all the dudes would have voted like Paris, Angie, you know, something like that, where it would have been a bit skewed. And it kind of sucks, like, because of the women's list and the flat list are so much lower, like in the actual count, that it just their opinion would get like overrun.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, there's people in here that dudes would have never thought about, and I think that's why it's important that they're separate lists, and that's kind of why I'm like, oh, like going forward, do you need to ride ramps to vote for ramps? You know, like I'm like, I don't know. That's my thought. Like I don't know. So
we did talk about running through this after, right?
Yeah, like it's like, you know, like you would be able to vote because you ride park and stuff like that. It wouldn't be like limited to just contest dudes, but you know, Jordan Godwin, you know, just looking at the Killian, like I don't know, like would they vote? I don't know. That's the thing, is like you'd think that like, and it's like, I guess it's not about dudes in the top 10. It's like about the other dudes like that don't, you know, there was somebody on the list where it was like when we were talking about like the nitty gritty of stuff, where it was Jeff was like, I know for a fact that guy does not pay attention to any like park riding stuff, you know, like, so it's like, but I mean, we don't need to name him in particular, but it was like, but he voted, and you're like, oh, is that a legit vote? You know, so I mean, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just putting it out there in the world that it's like,
it's a fair,
and you know, in this year it was like I took the FEAS email list, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's fucked up or not, but I emailed the entire FEAS email list. If you wrote a FEAS event, I had your email, and then if they responded, I looked at who they were, and I was like, all right, do they belong? Should they be able to vote? Yeah. And I was like, because I wanted to get more of those style riders, and because there's so many of these dudes in Europe and stuff like that I don't necessarily know about. You know, like there's just a lot of them, you know, like there's Zoltan. There's a Zoltan that's fucking kills it out there, and there's Ernesto dude that wears, or Ernest that wears fucking white pants and he does 180s over the box. You know, like there's so many sick dudes that are like should vote, but I just don't know them. So it's important to at least try and get more people involved. So I guess I'm just saying that it's not necessarily perfect. So no, I'm joking. I don't know. Rambling.
We got to make it perfect.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
You do your best, and honestly, some years I do my best, and some years I don't, because sometimes I'm overloaded in other things, and I try as hard as I can. But like some stuff has to fall off, so I don't like curate. I felt like I tried really hard this year to make sure the list was proper, or like necessarily last year I was focused on other shit. So it's just one of those things. But so yeah, shout out to Bethany. Obviously, I feel like killed it. I mean, Kim was pretty close from what I remember. And goes back to that street park type thing where people are going to be aligned with certain stuff, or they have their opinions, you know, like whatever. I think it's cool that there is a mix, you know, it's essentially like a 3-5 park street mix, you know? So I think that's, or 3-2 rather, 3 out of 5 is park. I think that's really cool that there's that mix. And this Miharu,
she's so good.
She's so incredible.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, so, reader's choice. Obviously this is the one that is voted for on the site, 1 vote per day. A little bit of a different way that it breaks out compared to the other votes. Definitely a little bit more of like a wild west with some of the shit where like
anyone can vote.
Yeah. And I try and
really?
I try and like, you know, eliminate extra votes and stuff like that, but there's only so much I can do. So there's like a unfiltered version of the results, and then there's like a filtered version. It generally doesn't change too much. Right? Like, so
Max won both.
Max won both, of course, and that was clear, and you could even see where some people where you're like, they kind of have, you know, they dropped down quite a bit number, and Max didn't really lose that much, you know. So it was, and I called it from the beginning, honestly, because there was a few years ago when his last video part dropped, where he just had like a very loyal, you know, it's like an underdog. I always feel like Reader's Choice is kind of like the underdog vote. Like Peraza's not going to get a shitload of votes, because it's like he's fucking got it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like you're not motivated to go out and vote for the winner.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those things.
Yeah,
like
he's already that guy.
So it's cool to see him fucking get that accolade because of, you know, I feel like on any fucking other year, he would have won video part too.
Yeah.
Any other year, he would have won video part, but just Garrett. I for a little while, and it was close. I was like, is this the year that Garrett drops a video part and doesn't win an NORA Cup? Like that is fucking crazy.
Wow, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So
there's so much.
Yeah, where like Street was a blowout, video part was relatively close.
That's
It
awesome.
wasn't super. I mean, it wasn't super close, but it was pretty close.
Yeah.
So, it's cool to see it lay out like this.
Yeah,
like kind
that
of
is cool.
if I was storyboarding it, I guess it would have been lead by example for the sense of like the crew aspect because all those dudes were there and stuff instead of Garrett had nobody there, you know. So like for me, it would have been cool if it was, but that's not.
Yeah,
that's not the fucking goal.
Yeah.
So the goal is to let them do their thing. So
yeah, it's cool. Max got it. He got nominated before, when he was like 17 for that one. Just kind of random. No one even knew who he was. Who the heck is Max Miller?
Yeah.
And then now everyone knows who he is, and this next one he's working on is gonna be sick too. So
you guys all came out, and then you did a Fit Barcelona trip, and it was you, Max, Stu, obviously, Peter Adam was there helping.
and then Max Jung, and
sick.
then Matt Nordstrom.
Okay.
And then REA joined from S&M, but he got sick for like 3 days, so he was just laid up in the Airbnb, and we kept going out. So yeah, there'll be a team trip video, and I think we're gonna save a couple clips for some stuff that Max and I were both working on separate parts.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
But yeah, there's gonna be a team trip video. All of us got clips in, and a couple dudes got hurt and stuff. Like Matt Nordstrom of all people gets hurt in it, and it was just it sucks. But it was on the last day, so it was our second to last day. So the team got together and we went out to Barcelona. All of our first time, or most of our first time. Actually, it was everyone's first time in Barcelona, and the only one that's ever left the country before is Matt Nordstrom. So it was cool
crazy.
for us.
So Max
Miller, Max Jung, and then obviously Stu and Peter are seasoned. But it was awesome for all of us to just be looking at each other. And then Arya's left the country, but he's never been to Barcelona. So
how long have you been, or how long were you gone? Like from home?
16 days. Damn. Yeah, it was the longest I've been gone by far. Yeah. And then I'm only home for 2 weeks, and I leave again on the 1st for Austria with cinemas
sick.
So we'll be in Austria for a week long trip. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, dude. That's sick.
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Jay got we're just the AM teams getting together, so we're gonna go film a team trip video out there.
Fuck yeah.
Jay was out in Barcelona with us too because he lives there, so he took us out one day and he gave us the real spots. So that was the best day by far. I don't think so. I don't think he was definitely helping me out with the burgers and stuff. I was like, I can't eat out here, bro. You gotta help me. But he definitely
good pizza,
did.
good pasta everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I just was eating pizza, and every time I found a burger, I was on it. So it was so much fun though.
Dude,
such a good crew to be
You get
with.
food sick. You get homesick. Like the
At 16 days, you want that comfort meal.
Oh yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I did. I was like wanted a burger and a burrito so bad.
Yeah. Let me get a bowl of cereal.
Yeah,
every time I come home, I get a burrito. And I was only gone for 6 days.
Perfect.
What was I gonna say? So how was Stu, like dad Stu, I guess?
Yeah, it's perfect. We got to be in bed by like 11 or 12. It's awesome. We have a guy taking care of us. He's got the company card. There's no messing around with Stu. No, he's on. He lets us have fun, but he definitely, when it's time to get to work, we get to work. So, and he does the interview things too. So we set up a day specific where we're not going to ride that hard. We're going to just do interviews, kind of make it like
that's sick. So kind of like that one trip that you guys did.
Yeah. Kind of like cool. All those. Every time we go to Pond Fest, it's been like 3 years now where we go and we kind of do it like a props vibe. So I think it'll be more like that. And Stu is just a wizard. And then having first time working with Peter, and I was like, wow, I'm really fascinated by his eye and the way he works. And he's so easygoing. He was drinking beers the whole time with me because Stu, no one really drinks. So me and Peter were having some fun. We'd go out together, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Peter's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peter's awesome. He's like
awesome.
he's like an anomaly in the film because he's really not worried about. He somehow always knows that the outcome will get there.
Yeah.
You know, he's not.
Yeah,
he's
that's
not
the feeling I
not
got.
that. Yeah, not that Stu is like. I wouldn't consider like Stu a stress case in a sense, but he's like he's got the boxes that he wants to check.
No doubt.
And Peter somehow manages that where he doesn't like project that the boxes are not checked yet.
You said that really
sense?
well, because that was exactly their polar opposites, where Stu is kind of on it more, which is it's awesome. That's why he is who he is, and he's done what he's done. But then Peter's done amazing things in the film world as well. But he's kind of like laid back, where he'll just cheers you and we'll have a good night, and then the next day he knows it's gonna come. Like he just puts you in the right situation, and he knows where to be. Like he sees when stuff starts happening. Like I wanted to do this one thing and I couldn't figure out how to get up on this high wall. It was like a 3.5-foot bunny hop to do this gap I wanted to do, and I couldn't. And he comes back like 10 minutes later with a piece of wood. And he just sets it on the ground.
Didn't say a word.
Didn't really. He was just like, I think this is what you need. And then I set it up and I ended up doing it. And I was like, thanks, P. Like that's awesome. Like he just made it happen without even like being like, yo, you need to do this. But he was like, I want you to do this.
Hell yeah.
It was sick.
That's cool. Yeah. Shout out to Pete. Shout out to Stu. I mean, Stu is obviously like, you know, like cherish him.
Yes.
Raise him up.
Yes.
You know, so.
And having the young dude, all of us young dudes getting to look at Stu, where we're like, he makes sure we're on it to where we're not slacking off, because it's easy to like Muller. I haven't talked to him in so long, but he's given us these huge trips, and Melissa, like they're not like, yo, you need to do this. Like Stu is kind of there to just kind of guide us, because we easily could have just slacked off. Like
that's cool. And Stu's such a professional. He's been doing it forever. He knows the formula essentially.
He really does.
Yeah, and he knows that you guys have to fuck off a little bit, you know, like, and that's the point. So
getting in trouble with the law and stuff out there. No, not in real trouble, but.
Did you get an official ticket?
No.
Oh,
the last time it was so crazy too. It was our last day, and we were rolling through, like we were.
You said
staying
you got
central.
hassled for riding with an acai bowl.
Acai bowl in my hand, fully like pulled over, asking what we're doing. I can't really understand what he's saying, but like kind of was able to say a few words. He's like, "What are you doing? Like distraction or something?"
I'm eating breakfast.
I know. I was like, "Dude, this is crazy." And then the no shirt got pulled over for that. And then the last two were crazy. That was
freckles.
You look too relaxed.
Yeah, no,
tense up a little.
Fun. Yeah. So then we were walking back to our Airbnb, go take our bikes down and put them in the bike bags, and a lady cop like kind of pulls us over a little bit, and she just went like this, like, buckle your helmet. And I was like, buckle my helmet? These guys don't have helmets on. And she's pointing at me. I'm like, what are you doing? Whatever. It kept going. And then we get to our door, so we're all kind of like huddled up. And then she came again to mess with us, and she like told me again to buckle the helmet. And Stu's just kind of like, weird, I don't even have a helmet on. And then she reaches for Stu's lever. She doesn't speak English, but she pulls his lever and then goes on my bike, and there's no lever. And she's like, what? And I was like, oh, coaster brake, pedal back, stop. So I went like that, and she couldn't really understand. And I was like, no, like his is here, mine is in my wheel. And she's just like, not allowed here in this country, in the city. Like, I was like, they're just hassling us. This is so, they just wanted to give us. But she was cool. She just she like literally shrugged her shoulders and walked away. And I was like, this is crazy. We don't ever have this in the States. Yeah, she wanted to make sure, because I kind of blew her off when she said buckle. I was like, buckle my helmet? What is that? Like,
I'm just trying to get home.
Yeah. At least I'm wearing one. But yeah, it was a good time. The Fit BCN video should be out, and however long Stu wants to take on it.
Yeah, probably a lot faster than I would.
It'll be good.
That's for sure. So shout out to Source for all they do. Nine years of Battle of Hastings. That's huge. 10 years. I know they have other plans. I've heard some rumblings of what they want to do next year. Shout out to Dales as well. Shout out to Source for sponsoring the podcast as well, but I don't want to overload it. But shout out to Fit Cinema. Yeah. You got Malice going on too, right?
Malice,
So shout out to Albert.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to Box Palm.
And Box Palm. There we go. There's the plug.
There you go. There's a plug. So NORA Cup winter videos coming out sometime soon, ever, maybe.
Oh yeah.
You didn't.
Was that like acceptance?
No, like we usually do like these wrap up videos and stuff. So I mean, I'm gonna save it at the end. So like sponsorship was like a lot lower this year. So normally I pay Vish, or I think Vish did it. Chadwick has done it. Mm-hmm. Who else has done it? I think Vish did it 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't have the budget to pay Vish this year. So I'm like, oh fuck, I got to do it. So
me and Jeff did all of it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. All the nomination reels and all that stuff. So yeah,
they were good. They were good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we always put our final touches on it in the end, but this year it was all us. So, but that's okay. It's just the way, that's just the way it goes. Yeah. So,
no big deal.
This is the first, like I said at the beginning, this is the first podcast in a while. I am filming another podcast at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. And then we are going to try and do another one soon. And then that maybe at the old school reunion, I may try and do something there.
Nice. Is the Woodward event an old school reunion as well?
That's all it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just said the timing of it is not curious. It's the timing of it is like, I think they were like, all right, after this event, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, because they had that scheduled like for
yeah, and it's a huge thing for a lot of these dudes. I've been going for like 10 years now, I'd say, around there, like with my dad. Yeah. And it's just been like built all these relationships with these dudes, and they like live for this. So yeah, it's a huge deal for a lot of these dudes. So it's cool they finally get to do the last hurrah, and I'm sure it's gonna be the biggest year of them all, because a lot of dudes are like, yo, this is my last chance to ride Woodward. We're going. Like, let's do this. Like Bill's coming. Like a lot of dudes. Like obviously he's ridden. No, Bill, our homie. Brownie Man.
Oh, all right.
It's just funny for him to go to that.
Nitschke went with Dave to Swampfest.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, Bill Nitschke? I'm like, what the
maybe
fuck?
You never know.
Do you know who Bill Nitschke is?
No.
The Whopper.
He invented the bunny hop tail whip. He was the first person to ever bunny hop and do a tail whip.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He was hammered at Swampfest.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was hammered when he learned them.
No. Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I was probably not alive then. So, but yeah, so it'll be good. I'm bringing my 7-year-old.
Nice.
So yeah, we're going.
Sweet. You're going.
Gary and I are both going out with our kids. So
see, that's cool.
So yeah, we're staying in a cabin. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be gnarly. I think we're staying at the top, but I always just like yeah. That's what it's gonna be a good time. They should still have the after party and stuff up at the top, but. Who cares? Either way, it always works itself out.
Set something on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's fucking
yeah. What are they gonna do? Kick us out?
You know, what are you gonna do? Shut the place down?
Yeah. The final hoorah. It's gonna be a good time.
You're gonna turn it into a street spot.
Yeah.
Dude, too funny. Yeah, dude. Albert literally was like, "Yo, they're shutting down Woodward. We should go ride it afterwards." I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
Not being now a camp for riding bikes, it's now cool.
Yeah,
no, I mean it's always been cool. I've been there a few times.
Motivated to ride it after it shuts down.
No, I've been there. It's fun.
That's everyone's first thing when they're like, "Here, Woodward's closing." Is what are they doing with the ramp? So I wonder what. Like,
yeah, who knows?
Expand Claremont, I guess.
Ooh, Claremont's getting more ramps. This is the nearest. No more space there.
Yeah, there's no more.
Jason already killed it.
But that's it. Let's cut it off there because we could ramble longer. We went on way longer than I thought we would. So more podcasts to come. I apologize for the break. Bye.
Later. Nice. Easy breezy. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what they are going to do with those ramps.
That's interesting.
There's always weird shit where it's like there's like an old ride article back in the day where we went in the warehouse where they store all